many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning. It is June 15th. That brings us into Wednesday. There's a beautiful shot of Lion's Head. Look how bright it is out there. I love how the days are getting a little bit longer as we get up in the morning. The sunshine is out a little bit later in the day, making those days nice and long. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Vail here on TV 8. And remember, there's more for you on Channel 92. Now, birthdays today, celebrity birthdays today. We've got Ice Cube, who is 53 years old. Helen Hunt is 59 years old, and Courtney Cox is 59 years old. She's such a good friend, that Courtney Cox. 58 years old, Courtney Cox. That's just takes me back to Friends and how long ago that was, but what a great show. And she's still out there doing her thing on the big screen. Some important things that happened on this date, June 15th. Back in 1846, the United States and Britain signed the Oregon Treaty. Now, that treaty established the borderline between the United States and Canada. So that was established back in 1846. And in 1963, Valentina Tereshkova was the first female in outer space. So she flew up there with the USSR in one of their spacecraft and was the first woman to go up in outer space. I believe orbited up there for almost 7 days. So congratulations to her for breaking that barrier on getting the first woman in the United States. Now, today on the show, we have quite a lot to go over. We've got community events. A lot of things are happening as we move into the key spring and summer times. So Dan and I are going to sit and go through the plethora of items that are going on here and around the valley. We've also got a road report coming up. We've got Ski Town All-Stars that's going to be on the couch talking about what's going on over in their shop and what they've got going on here in the summertime. And then we're going to talk weather. So right now, we're going to take it over to Dan to show us a little bit about what's going on in our local weather. Dan?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, as you can see, we're waking up to a bright and sunny day today. A little chilly as we get up, but it's going to be a high of 71. We might see a little bit of wind, 15 to 20 miles an hour out of the southwest. Now, as we look hour by hour, like I said, we're going to be a little chilly this morning as we wake up, gradually getting warmer, high of 71 this afternoon, and then tapering off into the 60s by this evening, but sunny throughout the day. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, we see that down in Denver, they're going to be dealing with the sunny weather as well, high of 87. Up here in Vail, high of 71. Avon, 74, and out in Eagle, 76. You can see that sun shining all day long. Tonight, we're going to get down into the low 40s with that wind still 5 to 15 miles an hour. That sun setting at 8:36 as we get closer and closer to that summer solstice. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast. As you can see today, we've got that sun all day long, high of 80, or tomorrow, high of 81. But moving into the weekend, we might have a little precipitation. 40% chance with a high of 82 on Friday. Definitely 60% chance, a high of 76 on Saturday. Sunday, still a 50% chance of precipitation with a high of 72. Monday, we're going to get away from the precipitation perhaps with only a 10% chance and a high of 70. This weather report was brought to you by Lamina Jewelers. For any of your jewelry needs, stop by our friends over at Lamina Jewelers. Come in as a customer and leave as a friend. We'll be right back with a little more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on the Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on the Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. As promised, we're going to go over the list of events happening here in the Valley. Dan, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Never ending. Our summers are so great.
Yeah. So one of the things that we like to really showcase is Vail Symposium. They do a lot of things, whether it's local politics, international events. They go through a variety of things. There was a big cryptocurrency program that they did, something I knew nothing about, and it was so nice to actually sit there and listen and try to understand what it was about. Their next one is on world affairs, and it's coming up tonight from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., and it's called Great Decisions, Industrial Policies. So it's basically not necessarily just talking about companies that you should trust or distrust, but get into the political view about the government itself and how they're dealing with certain things. Obviously with China and their uprising kind of taking over the manufacturing of a lot of things, this kind of dives deep into how different countries are working towards that. And for us, it's the United States and how we're dealing with that, supply chain decreases, and how we can take more control over our supply chain. So that's going to be an interesting thing that they've got going on with the Vail Symposium. So make sure you go on there and check that out. And with the events that we're talking about today with Vail, you go to discovervail.com and it kind of lists everything out. So if you need more information, that's the website to go to. Another event coming up, now that GoPro Games is over, we need a little more sports in the area. So we've got King of the Volleyball coming up, King of the Mountain Volleyball, June 16th through the 19th. This is going to be for the Rocky Mountain Region bragging rights. It's been going on since 1972, one of the longest running sporting events here in the Valley. So if you're into volleyball, you want to get into volleyball, they've still got, I believe, signups going on, so make sure you get in there and get your team signed up. There's over 30 divisions you can sign up for and over 650 teams that are going to be participating in this. So make sure you're going on check, because this is something, if you want to participate, you have a team together, great, do it. If you just want to go spectate, you can do that as well.
It's pretty amazing. I had no idea how big this was until I talked to a couple of people that have participated in the past.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. It's
a big deal. And like I said, it's going to bring all the Rocky Mountain regions together, teams together for that those bragging rights. Now, you like craft beer.
Absolutely.
I love craft beer. So Vail Craft Beer Classic is coming up at the same time at the volleyball. So you got volleyball and you got beer at the same time, June 17th through the 18th. Colorado's top brewers and enthusiasts are going to convene on the Ford Sculpture Garden for this immersion into the hop culture. You like what I did with that? The hop culture, not hip hop. It's the hop culture.
You and your puns.
I know, every now and then I get to throw one out. But this is going to be a great event. This is always a lot of fun. You get to taste some really unique beers that they've got coming out. I remember it was at this event, I did one of the first chili beers I'd ever tasted, and I fell in love with chili beer.
I've had a peanut butter beer before, and it's amazing what some of these brewers can do with any kind. You give them any kind of ingredient, and next thing you know, you've got a pine tree beer. They just went and pulled pine cones off the tree, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
They're-
what they use, the ingredients, and how they get that going. And it's an art form how they do it. You just can't throw ingredients together and make something. It's got to be timed out with the yeast and eating the sugar with the CO2. It's just, you sit and talk to these guys and go, wow, you spent a lot of time on this.
I'll drink it, they can make it.
Another great event coming up here in Avon, Colorado, over in Nottingham Park on June 18th is Pride in the Park. Now that's going to be a great event. Get your pride on. They've got a big thing, a big bill going on what's happening out. You can see up on the screen right now everything from a drag show to a dog paw show, DJ dance party. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. And a lot of Pride celebration going on. So again, an event not to be missed. We had to hold off on it the last couple of years because of COVID, but they're back in full force now. Pride event there in Nottingham Park on June 18th.
Yeah, everybody's excited to see it back. It's going to be fun to see what happens.
Yep. So show up and get your pride on. Now, Ford Amphitheater, a lot happening over at the Amp. We've got an amazing musical lineup taking place.
Yeah, the Amp. I like that they've rebranded it. Was talking about it with some friends this weekend at the GoPro Mountain Games, and they've got the new logo, and it's just one more thing as they bring in bigger bands, Primus, Humphreys McGee. We saw the Wailers. It's just so exciting and fun to see the Amp just growing and getting bigger and better every year.
Yeah, every year they have built on it, and there's just a few more acts, but this year it's just on steroids. There's so many more events to go check out. You can see it scrolling on the screen right now, all the different events taking place at the amphitheater. Make sure you get in there. You get your tickets now. These things are going to sell out fast with the artists that they've got ready to go. And also at the amphitheater, don't forget about Hot Summer Nights on Tuesdays. That's a great event to go to as well. Get out there, take a picnic, meet your neighbors, and have a good time because there's always great music and a lot of great people watching as well.
Absolutely. I was looking at the lineup yesterday. We got some good acts coming in. Always a great thing for the local community to get out, run into some old friends.
Yep. And there you go right now. You can see some of the acts that are going to be performing. But again, one of those great ways to spend a Tuesday evening out there. Check the schedule, though. There's a couple nights where they deviate just a little bit from that. So go to discovervail.com, check it out, and it's going to give you the full schedule. And anything that's changing, that's the site to go to. Now, another thing going on, let's bring it over to Beaver Creek, the Villar Performing Arts Center.
Such a great venue.
Everything from comedians to music, to arts and entertainment in that small venue. And it's one of those venues, too, that if you've got a company coming in to do a convention, which we see a lot of that happening now, that's a place you can rent out and get a keynote speaker to deliver a message to a crowd of people. So you can see it up on the screen right now. Beautiful backdrop there. And John Fogerty, you've got Kenny G coming in, some great acts. So again, one of those venues, it's very small, under just over 500 seats. You've got to get your tickets in advance because a lot of these things sell out.
For sure.
Yep. Now heading back over to Vail, one of my favorite events on Sundays is the Vail Farmers Market. You want your fresh fruit, you want your fresh produce, this is the place to go. A lot of different restaurants set up, both remotely and also the restaurants in Vail put on a lot of specials during those Sundays.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there. It's going to be fantastic. The smells, that's what I always talk about with the farmers market, walking down that main stretch. You'll want to stop at all the booths.
Yep. June 19th through October 2nd from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The Vail's Farmer Market. You can go check out what's happening there, vailfarmersmarket.com. So one more area, we're going to kind of get out of the valley a little bit, and we're going to go up to Leadville.
Always fun to get up to Leadville.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you're a mountain biker, if you're a hiker, if you just want to go get that old historic town feel, Leadville, Twin Lakes area is the place to go. Now they've got coming up, it's amazing we're halfway through June. So July 4th is just around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So they've got July 4th festivities taking place, and they know how to put on a parade and do a celebration the right way for July 4th. Also, Boom Days coming up. That's a 3-day celebration going all the way back to celebrate around the 1881 time period when the silver and the gold rush was going on. A lot of fun events. If you go up and you drive on the way from Leadville to Twin Lakes, you'll see a bunch of rocks over in a quarry there with holes in it and dates painted on it. That's one of the competitions they have during Boom Days. It gets back to that drilling where they go and put the dynamite in for the blasting. So
interesting. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's a great history lesson as you walk down memory lane there in Leadville, Twin Lakes. You can go to LeadvilleTwinLakes.com, check out some of the events taking place up there because it's fun every now and then to just get out of the valley.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's an extension of the valley. I mean,
Right.
we all make it up to Leadville if we're going to go hike a 14er, if we just want to get to a little bit cooler temperatures when we're in the hot heat of the summer. Leadville's always a great place to be.
Great place to go. Now, speaking of getting around, we're going to take a look on how to get around Vail through the bus system. So we're going to take a look, see how we do that.
Hi, this is Maddie Evans, and you're watching the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Right here where I'm standing, we're at the Lions Head bus stop. Now, if you're looking to make your way from Lions Head to Vail Village, this is the place you want to be because the in-town bus runs here pretty frequently. You can catch it every 10 to 15 minutes on the dot right here, and they've got a nice countdown so that you'll know when that bus is approaching and how far away it is. And then there's multiple bus stops along the way, making sure you get to the right place. And all you have to do to request a bus stop in the in-town buses is pull the cord and you're set to get off the bus. Now that we've made our way here into Vail Village, you can go explore all of the great shops and restaurants that they have over here, but there are so many great stops along the way. On the in-town bus route, you can stop at the library, or you can stop at the medical center, or you can stop in Solaris. There are so many of them to stop and enjoy, and especially when the hustle and bustle of the town is taking place. Now, if you did park over in Lions Head, it's really easy. All you have to do is wait 15 minutes, jump right back on the bus, and it'll deliver you to the parking structure. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Visitors Bureau. If there's anything else you need to know or if you want to see, make sure you contact us and we'll get it made for you. That's been it for this episode of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Good morning, Vail.
Sometimes acclimating to the altitude can be a little bit difficult and can mess up your sleep pattern. Amari has the perfect solution for that, and I'm joined by the owner and founder of Amari, Eric. Thank you for being here this morning, Eric.
Maddie, my pleasure. Always great to be on TV8. Amari offers effective, fast-acting,
delicious products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize the fun on your vacation. We do that by reducing inflammation from exercise, improving joint comfort and health, and supporting sleep. And as you mentioned, even the best of us sometimes have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep at altitude. And that's why we created our Everyday Calm product. And I thought what would be fun today is make a couple of simple recipes that you can make in your ski condo, and you can find all the ingredients local here in the Vail Valley.
Let's dive into these recipes.
Our first one is our Sweet Dreams tea, and that's a great way to rest, recover, and recharge for tomorrow. All you have to do is take 1 packet of our Everyday Calm, add it to your favorite mug. We'll have Maddie help us add some water there. Now we come in these single serving packets so we can add effective doses of things like passion flower and lemon balm to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. So all that she did was just add some hot water to that. We'll dunk a chamomile tea bag in there, let it steep for about 5 minutes, pull that tea bag out, give it a final stir, and enjoy. And then since we're on TV, we already made some for Maddie this morning. Now you can find us all over the Vail Valley at places like Christie Sports, Village Market, and Edwards. But first, what we're going to do is make our second recipe, and this is our hibiscus tea. It's got a little bit of a twist on it. Again, all that you do is just add a packet of Amari Everyday Calm, take a tablespoon of lime juice, add that to the cup. We add some hot water. Now this one can be served either warm or cold. I like it about an hour. Both of these recipes about an hour before bed makes me drowsy and helps me to fall asleep. She's just going to give that a stir, add a hibiscus tea bag in there, let that steep for about 5 minutes, and you can either chill it over ice or enjoy it warm. We made Maddie the chilled version this morning since we're on TV.
Both products are absolutely incredible, and the flavor of them
Delicious.
is the important part, because sometimes you get worried that it's going to be a little bit funky, and it's not. It's delicious. If people are looking to buy the product, where can they do that?
Well, you can find us at a variety of retailers in the Vail Valley, the Village Market and Edwards, Christie Sports, independents like High Gear Cyclery, Beaver Market, as well as Beaver Liquors.
Eric, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of these tips and tricks to stay asleep and get ready for the day on the mountain.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us, Maddie.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Danielle Turner, the Vice President and General Manager of TVA Vail.
And I'm Maddie Evans, host of Good Morning Vail.
We want to thank the Vail Valley for welcoming us back into their homes.
We're committed to bringing you the content you love, produced locally right here in our valley.
That's why we hope you stay tuned all summer long as we bring you expanded editions of Good Morning Vail, Flashback on Vail Valley, The Rise, the TV8 Visitors Bureau, and brand new episodes of Colorful Cooking.
And a big thank you to the advertisers who have supported us along the way.
If you'd like to join us on our journey, check us out at tv8vail.com, across all of our social media platforms, or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Join host Mitch English and Reese Pascal for Daily Flash, a live, upbeat, and fun take on today's news, entertainment, and social media trends. Our host will keep you informed, entertained, and ready to jumpstart your day. Tune in to Daily Flash.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that weather for today. As you can see, it's going to be sunny all day long. Starting off a little bit chilly, but we are going to get up to 71. As we take a look at the hour by hour, we see, like I said, a little chilly, but sunny throughout the day and slowly warming up. About 71 by this afternoon, cooling off into the low 60s by sunset. This evening, let's take a look at that I-70 corridor. Down in Denver, sunny all day as well. They're going to be at a high of 87. Vail is going to see the sun, high of 71, high of 74 here in Avon, and then 76 over in Eagle. As we take a look at the hour by hour, as we take a look tonight, it's going to be in the low 40s with that wind, 5 to 15 miles per hour. The sun setting at 8:36. And then the 5-day forecast here. Tomorrow we're going to see sunshine again, a high of 81. And then we're moving into the weekend with precipitation all weekend long. But we're still going to see those higher temperatures. And then we make our way into Monday. The precipitation might taper off 10% on Monday with a high of 70. Let's go. This weather report was brought to you by Beaver Creek's Independence Day celebration. Go up to Beaver Creek on Monday, July 4th. They're going to have live music and a great time. Let's send it on over to Kevin with the road report.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. There is some weather coming in, so make sure that if you're out there on the roads, you're taking a little extra time to get where you need to go. Those roads are going to be slippery with that rainfall on there. Now, one thing we were talking about just before we came on air was a fire yesterday that took place in Glenwood, and thank goodness some bystanders were able to get out there and kind of put that out before it got out of control. But if you're towing a trailer, make sure you're keeping those chains from dragging on the road. You can do that by twisting them up, and obviously when you put them on correctly, you cross them under the trailer tongue and hook them into the hooks on your hitch. So make sure you shore those up so they're not dragging on the ground. That's one safe thing you can do to help prevent these fires that are taking place. That's what they said yesterday actually caused some of these fires. So just be a little mindful of that when you do that. Now, taking a look, codot.gov. If you're out traveling this summer, plan your trip accordingly. There's a lot of construction on the roads now. This is the time of year when we're putting everything back together from those heavy truck chains that are out there during the winter, making the grooves in the roads. There's a lot of repaving processes taking place, especially through that I-70 corridor up and down the pass. Another thing to be mindful of, a lot of bicyclists out right now, so make sure that you're cautious and you see the bicyclists. And if you're out there as a rider, make sure you got lights on your bike so the drivers can see you. There's a great shot of the highways right now. Everything looks crystal clear out there as we go, but that is going to change this weekend, as Dan pointed out, with some rainfall that's going to move in. So just take extra time. Check codot.org on any closures that might take place and plan ahead. At the end of the day, just give yourself a little extra time because all of us here at TV8 just want you to have a safe and happy summer. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
And I'm Kevin Shields, host of Good Morning Vail.
TV8 is kicking into high gear this summer, launching some exciting new programming like Flashback on Vail Valley, a nostalgic show taking a look at some old TV8 segments.
We're also launching The Rise, a look behind the scenes with local and touring bands.
And don't forget to submit an entry to our Good Morning Vail Sing the Jingle contest.
No matter the season, we're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Remember, you can always catch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We've got two dudes in a kitchen segment now. Do you like to cook, Dan?
I try to cook.
You try to cook. What's your favorite things to cook?
Usually pasta with like a little pasta casserole.
Great. Well, we're going to do a little Spanish thing today, and it's super easy to do this. And one of the things I like to do on a lot of recipes is make it very versatile so the ingredients someone puts in can basically suit the things they want. So today we're going to do gazpacho. Now, the history behind gazpacho, traditionally tomato and pepper with some onions in it, cold soup. So it's perfect for the summertime. And so what we're going to do is show you the ingredients that we use. Number one, obviously we use tomatoes. So we've got our little mini food processor here. And so we'll put in our tomatoes. We've got some garlic. So we'll slice our garlic and put that. And this is kind of coarsely chopped because we're going to use our little food processor here to kind of break everything down. So we'll just kind of chop that in there. Jalapeno. I like to spice things up just a little bit. So we're going to add a little bit of a jalapeno in there. So we'll chop that up, add the jalapeno in there. And a big thing too, people remember, after you cut jalapeno, please don't touch your eyes or your face or anything like that, because it will definitely wake you up in the morning.
I always make that mistake.
Yeah. Little red onion. Nothing like a good little red onion to get things going, a little flavor to it. And again, this is so fresh, you can kind of smell all the vegetables here. Just a wonderful aroma. And then another big thing that goes into is a little sherry vinegar and some olive oil. Now, a lot of people don't realize olive oil is a decent thickener. So as we go through this, we're going to thicken things up a little bit with the olive oil. We put a little flat parsley in there. We've got our cucumber. Now, there's a lot of water in cucumber and tomatoes, so we'll chop these up. Get our cucumber in there. The original recipe accounts for about 2 pounds of tomatoes, which is about 4 medium-sized tomatoes, 1 full cucumber, a half of jalapeno, just a little bit of flat parsley. And then another good thing too is I love Anaheim peppers. You can use kind of a Italian fryer pepper if you want, but these Anaheims work great as well. I like to take the seeds out. Now we're going to run it through a kind of a strainer to get some of this stuff out, but we want to take the seeds out, so it's a little easier process when we do that.
Yeah, you seem to be a jack of all trades, host, mountain bike extraordinaire, and now you're throwing the cooking at me. I'm beyond impressed.
Well, you know, we just got to do what we got to do sometimes. So I think what we're going to do right now, we're going to get this in our blender about 2 minutes in this food processor to make it out, and then we're going to run it through our little strainer there and see what the end result looks like. For now, we're going to go to a commercial break, finish up some of the prep, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America. Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
Hi, I'm Lori Barnes, Director of Vail Public Library, and I invite you to join us here at our library to find materials in multiple formats, fiction, nonfiction, children's, periodicals. There's a plethora of materials here for you. The way you get that is through your library card. If you are visiting, living, working in the Vail Valley, you are welcome to have a library card. Simply come in with your photo ID and we will serve you and allow us to transform you at Vail Public Library.
Boundaries are meant to be broken. Join adventure junkies Simon Donato, Rory Bossio, Hunter McIntyre, and Paul Turbo Treblecock as they test their limits in some of the most extreme competitive events on Earth. On Boundless.
Good morning, Vail.
Okay, we are back. So what we've done, we've taken our ingredients, we put it right here into this little food processor, and you've got kind of a mixture that looks like that.
It smells so good.
Then you can just pour it in, and once you bring it down, you can use your spatula to kind of mash it through, and you'll end up getting all of the wonderful flavor out of that. Now, I made a batch last night, and this is kind of what it looks like with the end result. And again, if you're going to do it right, chill your bowl, get your bowl. A lot of people will drink this over ice, maybe add a little vodka to it, who knows. But it's a great dish, nice and cold it's a good summertime soup. And if you want to try some, let me know what you think, Dan.
All right. That's delicious. That is, perfect for the summer.
So if you want to, you can add a little more of the sherry vinegar. Again, olive oil will thicken it up. So as you do this, if you're blending it and you just don't see the consistency you want, you just want to add just a little more olive oil. It'll thicken things up and make this nice soup for you for the summertime. So easy peasy.
That flavor, it continues to pop the whole time. It's still going.
Well, it's one of those traditional Spanish recipes, and again, you can add different things to it. If you like it a little more spicy, throw a little more jalapeno in. If you want to feel a little more earthy flavor, you can use more of a green pepper, red pepper blend to it. Or if you want to add more depth to it, take that Anaheim chili, blister it up on the grill, skin it, put it in there. That'll add that smoky depth to it. So a lot of different variations you can do with this recipe, but it is a home run. You can make it in advance if you're going to a picnic. As a matter of fact, it's better to make it overnight so all these flavors can sit and infuse together and get the flavor that you got.
So good, so good. I'm very impressed. I am not a master chef myself. I mean, ramen noodle is my main dish. So this is delicious. Very excited. I can't wait to get off camera and eat the rest of that.
Well, we'll get back here in the kitchen some other time, cook some more recipes. This had 2 pounds of tomatoes, a Anaheim chili, jalapeno, a clove of garlic, some flat parsley, a little bit of this sherry vinegar, some olive oil, and that's as simple as it gets. And you've got a great summertime soup.
Very, very delicious.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Dog Tales is America's premier dog lovers magazine show. This series is all about dogs and the people who love them. Featuring dogs of all sizes, shapes, and breeds, keeping you up to date with all the latest news from the dog world. Sit back and enjoy a fun program for the whole family. Check your local listings and tune in to Dog Tales.
The Dr. Nandi Show was created to provide patients and their families solutions to better their lives. Finding the answers to improve the health of America and the world with compassion, empathy, and integrity. Introducing the ultimate patient advocate. As a husband, father, friend, and neighbor, Dr. Nandi truly enjoys teaching his family and friends ways to help them better their health and their lives, sharing his experiences and knowledge. Check your local listings and tune in. Don't miss The Dr. Nandi Show.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I have a great guest in the studio today, Chris with Ski Town All-Stars. How are you today?
Not bad.
Good to see you. Glad to have you back.
Thanks for having me back.
We were just talking about some e-bikes that you got in.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
We were carrying a brand called Super 73. They're out of California. I've been following these guys for about a couple of years now. I always tried to get one, could never get one, so we decided to start selling them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we just got about 21 new ones in. We've sold about 25 of them, and I think they're absolutely perfect for where we live.
For sure. I mean, the e-bike industry has exploded in the last couple of years. You see them everywhere now. Amazing to hear you got 21 in. I know with the supply chain out there right now, it's hard to get anything in.
Yep.
So if anybody's looking for an e-bike, they definitely need to come see you.
Yeah, for sure. We've got 3 different models. They range from $2,400 to $3,900, which really isn't that bad for what you get. You know, the middle model has front suspension, lights, full fenders, 950 watt battery, so it'll get you about 40 miles, and they're super fun. They go pretty fast as well.
Yeah,
it's definitely something where I think it's going to be a point of contention here soon because some of these bikes do go so fast. But these are cool because you can actually set the class in the app. So you can set it to class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4.
Nice.
Which is a really cool thing.
Well, and that you bring up a point of you do see them on the bike path, and that is something that may need to be discussed here in the future because they do get going pretty fast.
For sure. Maddie and I were joking last time that we're going to be like the official spokesperson for e-bikes in the Valley, just because we're gonna have to do something. There's gonna be so many out there. I mean, I think, I was talking to somebody the other day where, think about backcountry skiing. It was really popular during COVID, and now it's kind of like fizzled a little bit.
Right.
Because it's not for everyone, and it shouldn't be for everyone. Where e-bikes are for everyone, especially with the price of gas right now. Some of the towns are doing some nice rebate incentive programs when you purchase. It's just definitely a nice tool for the summer, given everything with the parking and gas and everything.
For sure, yeah. And as you can see right now, we're checking out some of what you have going on there.
Yep.
But like you were saying earlier, this would be a great idea with Father's Day coming up, something for Dad.
You must really like your father to get him one of these. Or you got his credit card and you won't even know it. You know?
Well, that's always a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have going on at Ski Town?
Well, basically, I think if you don't really like your dad, you could always just come in and grab him a hat. We've got kind of hats for everyone in terms of, I know some fathers like more of that like unstructured, we call it a dad hat. We actually call it the Poppy, named after poppy fields.
Very cool.
But just kind of, we got shirts, hats. You can make them something custom. So if you come on in, we can definitely get you dialed for Father's Day.
That's very cool. When you say custom, so you'll do a one-off for?
Correct. Yeah. So that's kind of our bread and butter is, especially on the hat side of things. We can do shirts. We can do shirts. We don't love doing shirts, but we can do one-off shirts. Basically you can pick from all these different hats and shirts, and then pick your font, and then we kind of mock it up, and you'll have it in like 5 or 10 minutes.
That's so awesome. You guys have been such a great addition to the Valley. I actually tried to stop by yesterday. It was a little bit after 5. I was hoping to get, I have a semi-flat brim hat that has broken on me, and I was going to see what your selection was, see if I could replace my hat.
We're 5-ish, so we may have been there. One of the guys might have locked himself in working too. They sometimes come early and late, which is, I don't care when they work as long as they're working.
That's great. That's great. Well, great having you in the studio, and I love having you back. Like you said, you were with Maddie before.
Yep.
And I believe I saw you guys riding the bike out of the studio at the end of
Yep.
that, and now here you are talking about the e-bikes.
Yep.
So that's great. If somebody wants to come and check out your hat and shirt selections or the e-bikes, how can they get a hold of you? How can they check that out?
So we're right in Eagle Vail on the Green Mile next to Pier 13 Liquors and then Big O Tires, so it's hard to miss us. We've got the hat side on one spot, the hat shop, and then we've got the ski and e-bike shop as well. So it's right there. We're there. We say 9-ish to 5-ish, but there's probably someone there right now at whatever time it is.
It's early.
It's early. And then we should be open this Saturday. We've been taking Saturdays off, just kind of giving ourselves a break. But we should be open starting this Saturday from like 10 to 2. Try to get there during the middle of the day. You can always find us on our website, Ski Town All Stars. Everything's on there. Skis. Check out all the deals on skis right now. All the bikes are on there. A little hard to ship those suckers, but you can definitely come in. And then, I think the big thing is just, honestly, if you come in and you try one, like it's every single person. I'm like, just try it. And they're like, oh, I don't really, okay, I'll get on it. And then they get on it and they come back and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, the first time I rode one, I was extremely impressed. I was very anti for a while. I'm a mountain biker, and I got on one, and I was sold instantly.
And I think that's the thing, too. It's like I'm a huge mountain biker as well. I rode from my house, up to Golden Gate and back to West Vail last night, and it's not, these aren't e-bikes. These aren't e-mountain bikes, right? Like, if I want an e-mountain bike, I'm going to go buy one of those, like, SP165s, but those are, like, $12,000, right? So I think for this, it's a great tool for where we live. And like I said, if people are like, I'm like, these are, if you don't want to pedal, this is for you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Which is kind of nice if you're going to the concerts or if you're going to go out in the village or if you're going to go to the brewery. It's a perfect bike for that.
And you hit it on the head, too, with the gas prices doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a great way to kind of circumvent that a little bit.
Absolutely. So.
Well, Chris, really appreciate having you on. Always come back and see us again at Ski Town All-Stars over there on the Green Mile in Eagle Vail. We're going to be right back with a little bit more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
Father's Day is approaching and we all know and love this holiday, but have you kind of struggled to get your dad something? Well, we've got the craft queen from Bodabra, Sandy Sandler, joining us, and she's going to walk us through some great gift ideas that you can do yourself. Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning, Maddie. It's so great to be here.
It's so nice to have you, and it's always so fun to see what you're going to create, only because you bring in some pretty good stuff. We had fun over the winter doing some different kind of gift ideas, and so what do you have for us for Father's Day?
Well, we have some fun things. Let's start with something that's super, super easy. So you take a piece of cardstock and just copy your child's hand, and then what you do is cut it out so you have the little hands here. Then you take your the paper and you put it together, and so you have a really cute little Father's Day card. So this one says, "You are awesome, Dad."
That is so cute. That's such a perfect idea, and especially for those growing kiddos, because then it's a way to capture their growth throughout the years. So this is one that you can reuse year after year.
Oh, absolutely. That's so true. But what was funny is that we had a little girl do these, and my hand is almost the same size as hers is.
I want to do it with my little brothers because their hands are gigantic. So what's the next one that you have for us?
This one is one of my favorites because one of the things, it's so hard to recycle. You know me, I'm into sustainability and recycling. And it's so hard to recycle medicine bottles. But what we've done here is we've painted the top black so that it'll blend in, and then it becomes a hide key. So you can take a pine cone and you just stick it right on the top, or you could take a piece of wood and put that on the top, and then you put a key inside the container, and then you attach your wood or whatever, and then you bury it in the ground, and you have a perfect hide key.
That's brilliant, and also so useful beyond just Father's Day, because I was just talking about how I need a hide key, so I might be doing this hack myself.
Well, and it's so cool because you really don't notice once it's buried in the ground. You'd never know if you just put a few little pine cones or, pieces of birch around, and you can gather that stuff in the mountains so simply.
And that's perfectly where we are, is up here in the mountains. Okay, so what's the next fun item that you have for us?
Well, the next item we have is to take your golf balls, and that's one of the things I love about the mountains is when you hit your golf ball, it goes so much further than it does when you're here. And we actually give you the template for the box. So you have a box for 2 golf balls or 3 golf balls. And what we've done here is just painted them with permanent markers. So you just take your golf ball and you take your marker and just draw on it, if I can open the marker, and just kind of draw or put little dots or whatever onto your golf ball. And that's a perfect gift for Dad. And he'll always know which ball is his.
It is a perfect gift, and especially like you said, when you're up here in the mountains and you're hitting those balls, sometimes they travel so much further. Looks like you've got some fun coasters over there with some bright colors.
These are cork coasters. And all you do with these is you take your painter's tape and you just put your painter's tape on there, and that's what we've done here. And we have some patterns on the website. And you don't have to use the painter's tape. You can just do it. But if you take it, and then let me take red. Whoops, I make a mess here. And then I'll just take the red here and just color in between. So then when you take the painter's tape off, you have a really pretty design. And that's what these are examples of.
I love it. It's so perfect, and especially if you're just looking for that last minute gift idea. Now, we've got something behind you, and I always have to talk about it because it's a miracle piece for the holidays, and maybe you're getting Dad something really big for Christmas, or Father's Day, like new golf clubs. You can put a big bow on it.
You can put a huge bow on it, and you're right. With Bodabra, doing a bow is so super, super simple. And maybe when I'm there this summer, I guess it's only 2 months from now, then we can make bows, and we'll show you how to get ready for school with hair bows and that kind of thing.
Oh, I love a good hair bow. So thank you so much for all of this for Father's Day. What a great way to celebrate Dad, and what a fun way to let the kiddos do some arts and crafts.
Yeah, and gifts that Dad will actually like and be able to use.
Which is really important. That hide a key thing is so brilliant.
I know, I love it. I can't take responsibility. One of our design team members, Carol, came up with it, but it's so brilliant.
It is so brilliant, and the sustainability factor, that's something that I know you're very big on, and so it's cool to see it play in from Christmas to Father's Day and just continuing down the line.
Yes, exactly.
Sandy, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning.
And thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Make sure that you check out Bo Dabra and you see all of the great things on the website because they have crafts for every occasion and they'll help you do it yourself. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail, and thanks to Maddie for bringing us some of those Father's Day gift ideas, something you can't forget coming up this weekend, Father's Day weekend. So plan something special with Dad, or maybe someone's been like a father to you. Good opportunity to reach out and show some appreciation and gratitude for that. So a lot of neat ways to celebrate.
Always got to take care of Dad. Dad's always there for you, whether it's playing catch or whatever when you're young. You got to make sure that Dad's taken care of on his day.
Absolutely. And there's plenty of things to go do with the family this weekend. We went through some of it. You've got Vail Symposium has their event tonight, but get out there, get ready for the Craft Beer Classic taking place the 17th through the 18th. They're over in the Ford Sculpture Gardens. That's a great event. King of the Mountain Volleyball. Don't forget, that's going to be 650 plus teams for those Rocky Mountain region bragging rights. So some good volleyball taking place. Pride in the Park coming up on the 18th, 12 to 7 there in Nottingham Park. And don't forget about the Ford Amphitheater. A lot going on at the Amp.
So much going on.
They just keep building and building and building. And with the amazing shows that they've got just in the concert series itself, then you throw on top of it the Tuesday Hot Summer Nights, which is just a great time to get out there, see your neighbors, see your friends, and enjoy some amazing music under the stars.
Well, it's already been a hot summer, so let's keep it going.
Yep. And we can't stress enough, please be careful out there. As dry as it's been, make sure from a fire standpoint you're taking care and being cautious. If you're camping, we talked about trailers, getting those chains out of the way so they're not dragging, because yesterday's fires on the way to Glenwood, that was what caused them. So just be careful with those.
Well, and always have hydration. Make sure you got enough water on hand.
Plan ahead, that's what we say. We want you to be safe, healthy, have a great summer. We'll be back tomorrow with more Good Morning Vail, same time, same place. Have a great Wednesday.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.